Welcome back, hunters. In today's video, we're taking a look at 5 rifles that once dominated the hunting world, but now make experienced hunters cringe. These aren't about self-defense or tactical use. We're talking strictly sporting and hunting rifles that simply couldn't keep up with modern performance, reliability, or practicality. From outdated designs to poor accuracy and heavy recoil, these rifles lost their place in the woods for good reason. This breakdown is for educational and historical insight, helping new hunters understand why some once popular rifles faded from the spotlight. Number 5. Remington 742 Woodsmaster. Back in the 1960s, the Remington 742 Woodsmaster was a big hit with hunters who wanted a fast-shooting semi-auto rifle for deer in thick woods. It looked sleek with its walnut stock and came in popular calibers like .30 V06, making quick follow-up shots easy thanks to its gas-operated action. Many folks loved how light it felt at just over 7 pounds, perfect for long treks without tiring you out. The soft recoil was a plus for all-day hunts, and it fed rounds smoothly from its detachable magazine. For big woods deer hunting, it seemed ideal: point, shoot, and repeat without the pump or bolt work. But as time went on, stories started spreading about its quirks. What made it popular then now makes it a punchline for serious hunters today. Reliability issues cropped up fast. The gas system gunked up after a few hunts, turning it into a jam-o-matic that left you fumbling in the field. Cleaning it was a chore, needing full disassembly to reach the bolt and action rails, which often wore down from the hard steel bolt scraping soft metal. Headspace problems could sneak in, pushing primers out and risking misfires or worse. Accuracy? It hovered around 2 MOA at best, fine for close shots but laughable for anything over 100 yards where modern rifles shine. Parts are scarce now and fixes cost more than the gun's worth. Pros: quick semi-auto action for fast follow-ups on moving game. Mild recoil eases long hunts, especially in .30-06. Lightweight at 7.5 pounds for easy carry in rough terrain. Detachable magazine speeds reloads in thick cover. Affordable used price under $300 for entry-level buyers. Cons: prone to jamming from carbon buildup in gas system. Bolt wears action rails, leading to failures after 500 rounds. Poor accuracy, often 2-3 MOA, not great for precision shots. Hard to clean, requires tools and time for full breakdown. Headspace issues can cause unsafe primer ejection over time. Number 4. Ruger American Gen 1. The Ruger American Gen 1 burst onto the scene around 2011 as a budget bolt action that promised solid hunting performance without breaking the bank. At under $400, it drew in new hunters with its simple synthetic stock, threaded barrel options, and chamberings like .308 Win for versatile big game takedowns. The 3-lug bolt cycled smoothly, and the adjustable trigger felt crisp right out of the box, helping steady shots on deer or hogs at 200 yards. Weighing about 6.2 pounds, it was nimble for spot and stalk hunts in open fields or hills. Ruger's reputation for durability shone through in its cold, hammer-forged barrel, which held zero well even after bumpy truck rides. Many praised its value accurate enough for ethical kills without fancy extras. It even came with a tang safety that locked the bolt, a nice touch for safe carrying. But as users logged more miles, the Gen 1's flaws emerged like cracks in cheap pavement. The rotary magazine was a frequent headache, wobbling loose or failing to feed under dirt from rainy hunts. Light primer strikes plagued some rifles, especially after sitting loaded in the safe, turning a quick dawn shot into a click of doom. The stock felt hollow and flexy, shifting cheek weld mid-aim and hurting groups. At longer ranges, the lightweight barrel heated fast, stringing shots wide after a few rounds. Compared to Gen 2 upgrades or rivals like the Savage Axis, it felt outdated. Good for beginners, but serious hunters outgrew it fast, trading for something with better ergonomics and reliability that doesn't quit when you need it most. Pros: excellent value at $350 to $450, great starter hunting rifle. Accurate 1 to 1.5 MOA with match ammo for ethical shots. Lightweight 6.2 pounds for all-day mobility. Adjustable trigger, 3-5 LBS tunes to your pull. Tang safety locks bolt for safe field carry. Cons: rotary magazine prone to feeding jams in dirty conditions. Light primer strikes after storage, risking misfires. Flexi synthetic stock affects cheek weld and consistency. Barrel heats quickly, opening groups after 10-15 shots. Less refined than Gen 2, feels budget in hand. Number 3. Mossberg ATR 100. Launched in the mid-2000s, the Mossberg ATR 100 aimed to undercut the market with a no-frills bolt action for entry-level hunters chasing whitetails or varmints. Priced around $250, it packed a fluted barrel for quick cooling and a synthetic stock tough enough for brush-busting treks. Chambered in .243 or .308, it delivered decent punch for small to medium game, with a smooth twin extractor bolt that ejected empties reliably. The included fiber optic sights got you on target fast in low light, and at 7 pounds, it balanced well for offhand shots during drives. Many appreciated the AccuTrigger knockoff, adjustable down to 3 pounds for cleaner breaks without creep. It was Mossberg's play at Remington's 700 thrown affordable, American-made, and ready for the blind after a quick 0. Field tests showed it grouping 1.5 to 2 inches at 100 yards, plenty for heart-lung hits inside 200. But digging deeper, the ATR 100 revealed itself as a corner-cutting compromise that left seasoned hunters shaking their heads. Firing pin failures were notorious, snapping after 50 rounds and stranding you with a safe queen mid-season. The composite stock warped in humidity, binding the action or throwing off point of aim. Recoil felt harsh in a light frame, bruising shoulders on magnum loads, while the thin barrel whipped under heat, ballooning groups to 4 MOA after a dozen shots. Parts support dried up when production ended, making repairs a scavenger hunt. For the price, it worked in a pinch, but pros ditched it for Savage or Ruger models that don't flake out when bucks are bucks. And bucks don't wait for fixes. Pros, budget-friendly at $200-300 for basic hunting needs. Fluted barrel cools fast for follow-up shots. Adjustable trigger reduces creep for better control. Lightweight 7 pounds with good balance for youth or women. Included sights allow quick field zero without extras. Cons: firing pin breaks easily, causing dry fires in the field. Cheap stock flexes and warps in wet weather. Stout recoil and light build jars the shooter. Heats up quick, hurting accuracy after 10 rounds. Discontinued, hard to find parts or service. Number 2. Winchester Model 70 Post-64 versions. When Winchester redesigned the iconic Model 70 in 1964 to cut costs, the Post-64 versions promised the same legacy in a more affordable package for everyday hunters. Swapping the milled receiver for stamped steel, it kept the smooth 3-position safety and Mauser-style bolt. Now push feed for easier loading in calibers like .270 Win. At around 7.5 pounds with a walnut stock option, it felt familiar balanced for stalking elk in timber or varmint calling on prairies. The controlled round feed extractor gripped brass tight, and the trigger broke cleanly for deliberate shots. Hunters grabbed them for their heritage vibe, grouping 1.5 MOA with factory loads and holding 0 through rainy seasons. It was the rifle your dad trusted, updated for mass appeal without losing that classic lines. Post-64 sales boomed as a workhorse for food plots and family hunts. Yet, as decades passed, whispers turned to gripes. This rifleman's rifle had lost its edge. The forged receiver flexed under torque, loosening screws and shifting impact after rough handling. Push feed meant occasional double feeds in muddy conditions, unlike pre-64's claw grip. Lock time lagged behind Remington 700s, blurring groups at 300 yards where precision matters. Stocks chipped easily on rocks, and resale tanked compared to golden-era models folks paid premiums for pre-64s, leaving post versions as garage finds. Heavier than modern synthetics, it fatigued on long packs, and aftermarket tweaks were scarce. Serious hunters moved to updated Winchesters or Tikka T3s that deliver sub-MOA without the nostalgia tax, making Post-64 a faded star better for display than the Stand. Pros: classic design with smooth bolt for quick cycling. Reliable 3-position safety locks firing pin. Good 1.5 MOA accuracy for hunting ranges. Walnut stock options add traditional feel and warmth. Affordable used at $400-600 with solid heritage. Cons: stamped receiver flexes causing loose fit over time. Push feed prone to double feeds in adverse weather. Slower lock time widens groups versus modern actions. Heavier build tires on extended mountain hunts. Poor aftermarket support, hard to customize. Number 1. Remington 770. The Remington 770 hit shelves in 2007 as the ultimate bargain bolt action, bundled with a pre-mounted 3.9x scope for under $300, perfect for first-time hunters eyeing whitetail in the Midwest. Its synthetic stock shrugged off scrapes, and the press-fit barrel and 270 Win delivered flat trajectories for clean passes at 250 yards. Weighing 7.5 pounds, it slung easy over shoulders for stand sits or walks, with a crossbolt safety for safe storage in trucks. The blind magazine held 4 rounds, and the rifle's simplicity meant no fuss, just load, aim, and harvest. Early reviews hailed its out-of-box readiness. Groups hovered at 2 MOA, ethical for most shots, and the recoil pad softened kicks for youth or recoil-shy adults. It was Remington's nod to the everyman, outselling pricier siblings by promising performance without polish. But peel back the vinyl wrap and the 770's house of cards tumbled. The plastic magazine was a brittle joke, cracking on drops and jamming feeds mid-hunt, turning a sure kill into a comedy of errors. Bolt stops sheared under stress, stranding rounds in the chamber for scary unloads. The non-free-floated barrel walked under heat, spraying shots after 5 rounds, while the gritty trigger stacked pulls at 6 pounds. Stocks molded poorly, flexing like rubber and ruining cheek weld. Factory scopes often failed 0, and the whole package screamed disposable. Remington discontinued it amid lawsuits over defects. Savvy hunters skipped it for Axis or Marlin models that last, leaving the 770 as the butt of jokes. Cheap entry, costly regrets. Pros: rock bottom price $250–350 with included scope. Tough synthetic stock handles field abuse well. Decent 2 MOA accuracy for close range game. Lightweight 7.5 pounds for easy youth handling. Simple design, quick to learn for beginners. Cons: fragile plastic magazine cracks and jams easily. Bolt handle stop failures risk stuck rounds. Barrel not free floated. Groups open with heat. Heavy, creepy trigger hinders precise shots. Overall build feels cheap, discontinued support. And that wraps up our look at 5 rifles no serious hunter buys anymore. Each had its moment in history, but the hunting world moves fast, and innovation has left some classics behind. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share to help other hunters make smarter gear choices. This content is made only for lawful, educational, and sporting purposes, with full respect for firearm safety and responsible hunting. Thanks for watching, and as always, hunt safe, stay sharp, and respect the outdoors.